How's it going, everyone? Sethphir here, and welcome back to another Tower of Fantasy video. This Vera 2.0 guide is going to teach you how to max your rewards and get ahead. It is going to include a lot of important information that has changed weekly and daily coming into Vera currently, so go ahead and make sure to take notes on these things as they will be very critical for progressing your character. So the breakdown is going to be as follows. First, we're going to talk about some free in-game loot codes that you can get, a new Halloween event coming up, and then everything that you need to know about Vera. So let's go ahead and dive into that first. The new event coming up, which I'm going to pull up on screen here, is a Halloween event. It looks like we have a lot of really cool costumes. The female costume is, of course, better than the male costume, sad times, but we also have a outfit for the new Mia pet that follows you around. So that's really cool to see, a couple of hats and different cosmetics, as well as some pumpkin portraits. So very festive, very Halloween. And of course, it's got the classic red and gold nucleus inside of there. I just hope that this gacha is not 100 dark crystals per pull. That is way too much. So please, Hada, please lower this price. Just lower it down. It doesn't need to be like this. Trust me, tons more people will pull on this thing if it is cheaper. So this is coming from the JP Twitter, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description down below. I'm sure that NA will have an announcement later today, but you know they're a little behind in that regard. So next, we're moving on to the 2.0 codes, which I'm also going to pop up on the stream. There are 5 of them. There's a lot, yes. I'm going to go ahead and put those up there, so make sure you type those in-game to get your free rewards. It's a mixed bag. There's gold nucleus, dark nucleus, gold, and some other little things here and there, but there's definitely a lot of goodies to collect, and hey, it's free, so why not? Next, we have the Vera weekly activities, which is going to contain a lot of important news because some things have changed, including some timeline sensitive topics. And so the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to jump in here, is going to be raids. So if you go ahead and pull that up, as the new raid system works, you get 3 attempts per week. We may have a possibility of reaching level 74 this week. If we do reach level 74, which might be Saturday, just rumors of what I'm hearing, nothing official, we will be able to do the heroic mode of mid-level control room. So you can go ahead and do that. That is safe to do for now. And if we hit level 74, you will want to do the heroic mode of Phantasmic Zenith, which is going to be at 73. And you also want to do the battle test area, which is the Rudolph normal mode encounter at level 73 as well. That will be your best option to maximize your rewards. And if we do not hit level 74 this week, well, you would just do the hero mode for mid-level control room, and then you would pick up whatever the highest potential gold dust you can get would be, which would probably be Shadow Realm and Zenith. So that's going to be the way it is. So go ahead and wait towards the end of the week before you do all of your raids. The first mid-level control room hero is a good to go. It is clear on that one, so make sure to pay attention for that. Next, we have the new Bygone Phantasm system, which is going to include a change to how everything works. So you now have a star rating system for the weapons, and the way it works is you're going to get bonus stars towards that weapon. So if you don't have it, you can increase it and make it more powerful. But if you already have 6 stars, you're going to get a 5% damage boost per star bonus. So that could be up to a 10, and maybe even I've seen a +3 at some point. So it could be a 15% damage boost, which could make the difference if you do it on the correct day. I believe this shuffles daily, so you're going to want to pay attention each day during the week so that you can get a strong push for that week. And speaking of that, we also have the sequential Phantasm, which has shifted over as well. This week is going to include Burning Sun, which is fire attack or flame attack, Lightning Steel, the volt and physical attack one for the barrage where you dodge the missiles, and finally Long Night with frost damage. So you're going to need to bust out that Frigg and hopefully survive here. It will definitely be an interesting encounter, but make sure to go ahead and watch that. As you see, I have a very hard bracket this week. This thing is crazy. I got level 370 guys, I got a couple of 360 guys, 350s. There are some people on my tail here, and I'm gonna need to step it up this week. I'm gonna be pushing pretty hard, so I got some interesting ideas and some theories on what I'm gonna do, but I think I'm gonna make a valiant attempt this week to get my max rewards possible. So now with that out of the way, let's talk about the next thing, which is going to be the Commissary. The shop has new items in Vera 2.0, and some of these are going to be very important. If you scroll down to the bottom here, you're going to see, of course, the standard booster modules and advanced modules. You always want to get those, but you will also see the Vera special gift, which is very important to do because the Vera gifts give full value towards Vera characters, whereas gifts from Hesperia give greatly reduced value. So you're pretty much not going to be able to use these on the new characters like Ruby or Lynn or Saki coming in the future. And the other thing you want to get is probably your potent omnium crystal. This one's a bit far into the future because it's only useful when you're upgrading your suppressor from 8.1 to 8.5, but you will need a few of these, and they do have a weekly limit cap, so you might as well cash in on them currently and start stocking up towards that. I think I did the calculations, and if nothing changes, we need like 8 to 9 weeks of these, so we're gonna have to see how that goes. I'll update you as it goes along, but I bought mine for last week. I'm gonna buy mine for this week as soon as I get enough gold dust, and that's gonna be the plan going forward. In addition to that, we also have some new things in the crew store, so that's going to cycle over. Omnium Shield is there, so that's going to be quite a powerful one, especially if you have already capped and spent towards your hologram projector, but I would recommend saving on the hologram projector because I think that's going to be the best place to go. So speaking of that, the crew is also an important thing. Make sure to collect your missions and your weekly reward box, and I have one myself. I keep getting gold, but hopefully this week is different. So the way this is gonna go is I'm gonna open this box. If I get dark crystals, you have to instantly like the video, sub, and leave a comment. If I get gold, you don't have to do anything at all. So here we go. Let's go ahead and roll it up. Please not gold for the 6th week in a row. That would be fantastic. Oh my gosh. Okay. I get completely screwed over on this thing every single week. Go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you got this week. This is my 6th week with gold. I am getting cheesed right now. I'm so mad. Hopefully that will eventually work for me, but for now, this thing is just making me upset. All right, so now that we have that covered, the final thing for weeklies is going to be the actual weekly activity itself. Of course, it's pretty obvious. Go ahead and collect this. You're going to get 2 boss chips for Vera, so it's going to allow you to kill the world bosses. But in addition to that, you're going to get the data repeater at the end, which is a very important item. Do not use this item until you have a flawless piece of gear, preferably the combat engine, and probably even saving some into the future because this is very important. So we're going to go ahead and hold on to that one. So just a special note for that. So now that we have that covered, I wanted to talk about a few other things for the weekly activity that you can do. So if you go into the Commissary store and you see the support store here, you will see the extra like purple support points. They're called return support points. There's a lot of confusion on how to get these and why you get them. So the way it works is there's a rescue signal system at the top of your screen. You will click on this and you will see players that have been a returning player. A returning player is someone who hasn't logged into the game in 7 days and is now recently playing the game again. I don't know how long that buff lasts actually, but you'll be able to see it here, so you can go ahead and invite them to a party or you can message them. And I did this yesterday actually. I invited a guy to a party. We carried him through the raid, we carried him through the Frontier Clash. We made a friend. It was fun and I got a lot of rewards for it. So I think this is a fantastic system from Hada, and through doing that I learned some tips and some tricks. So what I learned was that if you carry somebody for 5 boxes in FC hard, which, you know, that might be whale territory, you get 100 of the purple support points. If you carry them in FC normal, you get 75 for some reason, and any raid instance is 50 points. Anything besides that is going to be 30. So if it's Void Rift or some sort of joint operation, that's 30 points each. So in my opinion, the best strategy here is probably to do any raid instance, especially if you can clear it super fast, like do the base raid with them, like the mid-level control room normal mode boss, because you can get 50 points for that and you can defeat that thing pretty quickly. Maybe the FC normal is the route that anybody can do, like literally anybody can do an FC normal with other players, so you could try to go that route. And when it goes to purchasing these, I would recommend getting the Matrix and the gold nucleus. If you want to work towards the energy dust, you can. It's just a bit of a chore, so really just get these two, and if you you have time, you can get the crystal dust, but if not, not that big of a deal. It's 1600, or sorry, 800 on those, so you can get quite a bit. It's almost a whole legendary item, but not quite there. So just keep that in mind. That is how that system works, and hopefully that helps you. Next, we have to talk about the artificial island. The boss monsters have respawned today, and they will only respawn on Mondays going forward. So it's going to be one time per week, as stated. It's going to be a reset on Monday at 5 a.m., so very early. So go ahead and check that one out. Get your extra resources. We should be heading towards level 9 on every island. We're going to have a mass surplus of resources, especially once we cap everything out, since all the mobs are giving double. So really, there's not like a big particular rush to get to level 9. You're going to be able to get your special mount from the exchange store, and then you're also going to be able to get working towards the matrix crafting, which is going to be like an in-game thing that you do as time goes on. So just keep that in mind. In addition to that, we have new weekly items in that exchange store, so go ahead and check those out and make sure you're on top of those. And do note that the month is coming to a close here shortly, so you might want to start looking at those monthly rewards too and make sure you got them checked off. Next, we have a little bit of a warning with special characters right now. Cobalt has 2 days left currently on the banner, so if you want Cobalt, you're going to have to go ahead and invest in it pretty soon. And we also have 16 days left on Ruby. That means a new character may be announced somewhat in the future. Could be Lyn, could be Saki Fuwa. We'll have to see who's coming up. Looks like rumors are pointing towards Saki, but we'll see how that goes. So just wanted to go ahead and make you guys aware of that. If you are looking to get a flame comp that can compete in the sequential Phantasm, Ruby is going to be very useful, especially as time goes on with Annabella coming into the game down the line, so make sure to take note of that. Next, we have a little bit of adjustments for the dailies, like schedule, the things that you need to do daily. Everything's going to be the same, but we have one addition, which is going to be the Vera dailies, the Funzone activities. These will not appear on your map unless you have already seen them or done them one time. So go ahead and take note that there are 2 in the Oasis Club, there are 2 in the Mirror Floor Hall, and there are a final 2 in the Asset Management Center. So you're going to do these. Each of them could give 20 Mira for the Gachapon, and that is going to be a nice place to generate daily Mira. So go ahead and add that to your checklist. In addition to that, Stargates will spawn in Vera. So if you take a look at your Interstellar Exploration, you're going to see a set of Stargates in Vera, but you will also see a set in Asperia, the original world. So make sure to capitalize on that. You will see 2 sets of Stargates. So you will have increased odds of getting 3 Stargates with very valuable materials. So with that covered, we have the final topic, which is going to be more of a long-term one. We have a lot of new and important achievements in Vera. So you're going to have a bigger cap increase and working towards these extra goals for pools, but you're also going to have the addition of special quests like the Crusade level quests, which are going to come from the raid mode. So you're going to need to gather a stacked raid team, or a very strong raid team, or a raid team that has a strategy and can pay attention. So go ahead and talk to your crew and get everything sorted, because this is going to be some really nice rewards hidden behind these achievements. And you can also check all over everything else. There's tons of achievements for collection, for killing boss monsters, for doing all kinds of things, even playing the Bygone Phantasm. So go ahead and explore those if you can, and start working your way towards the top of the achievement leaderboards. With all that covered, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for your time and watching it. I truly appreciate that, and all the support we have been getting is super massive. We've been streaming on Twitch literally non-stop for the past couple of days, so feel free to come stop by the stream on Twitch and join me anytime. I hand out free codes and all kinds of other goodies, so it's going to be a good place to ask me any questions that you have in addition to the videos that we have going in. That's going to be it for this one, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.